Welcome back to Living 808. Diamond Head Theater is getting us into the holiday spirit with the production of Irving Berlin's White Christmas. The show has extended its run to bring even more joy this holiday season. And joining us with the details is Adam Allison, David, Sheftell, and Alex Zinov. Aloha, you guys.
Aloha. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here. And stay tuned, because in just a bit, we're actually going to get a sneak peek performance. But White Christmas, tell us all about it, because many of us know the movie. Is it the same?
It's very similar to the classic movie that everybody knows. So it's two World War II veterans, Bob Wallace and Phil Davis. After the war, we become song and dance men. We meet the beautiful Haynes sisters. We fall in love, and we head up to an inn in Vermont where we run into our old general who's fallen on some hard times. So we decide to bring up our Christmas show to help him out for the holidays. And
I love it.
Beautiful, yeah.
And speaking of beautiful, I hear the sets are amazing, that there's a lot of dancing as well as singing. So you pointed already to talk about some of the characters, but who's playing what and what are the roles like?
Yeah, so he's playing Phil Davis and he is playing Bob Wallace, and then I play one of the Haynes sisters. So I play Judy Haynes, who's played by Vera Ellen in the movie. But yeah, we have such a wonderful cast and crew. We have amazing sets, we have amazing dance numbers, and it's just
costumes are unbelievable as well. But you've never seen such an amazing cast and crew of people tap dancing, beautiful numbers. It's really, really a spectacle to see.
That sounds like so much fun. A lot going on. And so it's been a pretty quick turnaround we were talking about too.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we had a quick 6 weeks of rehearsal, and then we had to put the show up right around Thanksgiving. So, and we've been very lucky. Audiences have been really excited and really getting everybody into the Christmas spirit, which has been wonderful.
And so let's share more about that. So what has the audience response been? Because you have already been on for a bit and you have a couple more weeks left. What have you been hearing?
Well, David and I are professional swooners.
Oh.
In this show, and then the women come out and everyone forgets about us super fast. They're so beautiful. They have like a million costume changes, and people are, every time I talk to people, they're like, how do they change so many costumes so fast? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Everyone has always been complimenting the tap dancing as well.
Yeah,
we always get a little cheer from the audience when all of the ensemble and everyone is tap dancing in sync. It's a little bit of a magical experience.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, I mean, a lot of the quick changes. So for each of your roles, what's kind of been the biggest challenge?
Ooh.
I don't want to speak for you.
I know what the challenge is for us.
Please, yes.
So David and my character, we do a long ballroom number to The Best Things Happen While You're Dancing. And that has been a challenge to learn. It is just a long number. You have to keep the energy up while you're dancing. And then he sings in the beginning of it too. And then the most challenging part, I will say, is not the dance. It's after the dance when we have to change and then having to speak. So we just did this long ballroom number. We're like, but then we have a scene after, so we have to act like everything's cool. We have to try to control our breathing. So I think that's been the challenge.
But we do everything in that number. So we do a grand waltz, a foxtrot, tango. What else do we do? Everything. And then jive. And then later we do a full
My
tap
favorite
dance.
part of that scene is when you guys come up to us and you're like, how's everything going? And you're like, you're holding it together so well, but I'm like, they can't breathe right now.
Seriously though, the line after that ballroom number, I say, well, that was fun.
And you're like just straining to say, you have to have a lot of stamina for that.
Stage magic.
That's too fun. Okay, but good news is, again, people have been enjoying this already, but there are still a couple weeks left. So what are the details? How do we get tickets or find you guys?
Yeah, so you can get tickets at diamondheadtheater.com. You can also call our box office. We have performances Thursday, Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, and then we also have a matinee on Sunday. We're running all the way up until the 21st, so make sure you get your tickets now before we sell out.
And that's diamondheadtheater.com, theater with an R-E at the end.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Just to make sure.
Perfect. And again, we are very lucky because we're going to get a sneak peek of the performance. Thanks so much for being here, you guys.
Thank you so much.
And of course, it's happening already tonight. You can still get tickets 7 p.m. through the next couple of days, as she mentioned, up until the 21st. You're not going to want to miss it. It's the perfect experience to get you into the holiday season.
Yeah.
And you guys have been saying, you've been singing these holiday songs for quite some time.
We're ready for
holiday
Christmas.
classic songs like Happy Holidays, Blue Skies, I Love a Piano, and of course, White Christmas.
Of course. I love it. Thank you for being here. And again, speaking of some of those songs, we're going to get a sneak peek of one of them coming up in just a bit. But more coming up next when Living 808 returns. Stay with us.